Thanks so much for your interest in Expect Referrals. In this video, we're going to take about 30 minutes and we're going to walk through the entire Expect Referrals platform almost as if you're ready to start using it so that you can see all the features and functionality that exist inside this very robust platform. But we're going to do this backwards. We're going to start with what the customer sees and then go into the platform itself and see how we made it. So we're going to use a demo company that we've created called Fusion Gym. And as you can see on your screen, we've already gotten to Fusion Gym's referral site. Now keep in mind there are actually 3 different customer interfaces that you can use with Expect Referrals, but for now we're just going to show the 4-page referral site. We'll show the others once we log in. So your campaign will begin by you promoting your campaign any way you see fit. You do not need to use Expect Referrals to promote your campaign, although we do have a feature that you can use to do that. You'll send people to your unique link, which is going to be something that you create, .I recommend a friend, or .share with everybody. Those are your 2 URL choices. When the customer gets here, they'll be able to see images that make sense for your business, as well as read what your campaign is. Fusion Gym's campaign is allowing their customers, their members, to share a 1-week free membership, and when they share that deal, they receive a free personal training session. So the customer wants to start, they click the Share Now button. And it takes them to the second page of the process where they have to sign in. Now, why are they signing in? Expect Referrals uses the customer's email address as the unique identifier that tracks and automates the rest of the process. We ask for a password because, as you'll see on the next page, we're going to display the email addresses of the people that they share with, so the password's for security. Anything below that is optional. You can ask questions. You may want to capture the customer's address. You may want to ask them some information to get some more demographic information. You can do that in our Custom for Fields feature. Once they're done, they click Submit, and it takes us to the 3rd page of the process, where the customer can start sharing with people. They have 3 different options for sharing. The first is they can share directly via email. And they can write a personal message in that email, like "This is where I work out." They can even view that email by pressing Preview Email, and it will show them a copy of what's going to get sent to their friend, as well as it shows their personal message. When they're done, they click Send. The system checks to see if that person has been shared with before. It doesn't allow you to share with the same email address more than once. And if it hasn't been, then it will show up over here on this side. As you can see, here's who I shared with. It updated my counter to 26 people. I can also check and see if anyone I shared with has opened their email by hovering over their name. And as you can see, Amanda Payne opened her email on October 31st, 11/13. However, Linda has not yet opened hers. The other option, if you don't want to go through and share with people individually, is that you can open up your address book, either Yahoo, MSN, AOL, Gmail, Outlook, Plaxo, or Mac address book if you're on a Mac. And you can select names and addresses from your address book, and they will automatically populate into the Expect Referrals platform. So that's the first way that your customers can share. The second is what we call the customer sharing link. Once the customer signs in, they are automatically assigned a unique link that allows people to click on that link and sign up for the offer outside of the Expect Referrals platform. How this works is they're going to copy and paste that, and they're probably going to put that in an Outlook message or maybe on their blog. And when someone clicks on that link, it's going to take them to a page that looks like this. Again, this page will be designed and customized by you when you set up your account. But now a friend of theirs outside of Expect Referrals can put in their information, click Submit, and we will capture that referral and track it as who it came from and display it on the customer's portal. As you can see, Fred Flintstone was signed up under this account on May 28th, and it's indicated by the green personal sharing link icon. Now, the third way that a customer can share is either on Facebook or Twitter. And they click this button. Now, this is a feature that you can turn on or off, as is the personal sharing link. So if you don't like either of these features, you don't have to have them in your account. But if the customer sees that button, they click the button and it tells them that this post, get a 1-week membership free to Fusion Gym just because we're friends, check it out, will get posted on their Facebook or their Twitter, whichever one they decide to choose. Now you're going to write this post when you set up your account so that it makes sense for you. They can write a personal message. This is a great place to work out. And then they choose which of their social media platforms they want to use. They can do both, but they have to do them one at a time. They'll authorize the app, click share, and that message will be shared. Now in a second, we'll go over to my Facebook account and check it out. Once they're done and they have shared with everyone they want to share with, they click the done button, and it takes them to the last page of the process, which is the thank you page. This is a page where you can advertise new specials coming up, something else you want the customer to be interested to pay attention to, or just remind them that they can come back and share anytime. Now let's see how the social media sharing did. We're going to go to my Facebook page, and we're going to go ahead to my profile page. And here is that post. So here's the Fusion Gym logo. Here's what I wrote. Here's the link to the offer. Here's the post. And if one of my friends, let's say Steve Pernick, was looking and wanted to get a 1-week membership free to Fusion Gym, he'd click on the link. It would once again open up that social media collection page. He'd put his name and email, click submit. He would receive the referral offer, and it would automatically get attributed to me as the customer. And that's pretty much it. That's the entire process that the customer is going to experience. Now let's go back and go into the platform itself, and let's see how we created it. When you sign up, you'll get a username and password, and you'll log in. Here is the dashboard, which is an easy navigation to get to all the different areas of the platform that you need to get to, and we're just going to touch on most of them. Over here is the My Account page. When you first sign up, especially for a basic account, you've got some information to put in here, and you'll stay on maintenance until you do put that information in. But over here is where you have the ability to turn your site on maintenance. If you turn it on, then no one will be able to access your site, and there'll be a currently under maintenance page displayed. It's good to use it if you're making changes to your site, or keep it off when you want your site to be live. This is also where you can turn social media, personal link sharing, mobile. You can turn those features on or off, or decide which mode of design you want to be in, custom or quick. Make sure to always scroll down to the bottom to click Save My Account. And really important down here, this is where you cancel your account. So Expect Referrals is a month-to-month platform, and if at any time you decide that it's not working for you, or you just don't need it for a while, you click Cancel My Account and it will immediately stop charging. All right, let's go ahead and close that. And let's go back to the platform. Right up here where your site name is, this is an easy link to see your site live. It's a good thing to do once in a while to see how things are going. You can preview your site during the editing mode, but it won't have live data. So if you want to see how the customer is going to see it, then it's a good idea to click live. Now the Get Started section, I just want to point this out. This is important because this is where all the videos, the tutorial videos live. So if you want to see any of the features broken down, a video on how to set it up, this is where you are going to go to find it. We're going to go over to the Promote section. Now, as I mentioned in the opening, you do not need to use Expect Referrals to promote your site. As a matter of fact, we anticipate that most of our customers won't, because you'll have other means of promoting your referral campaign to your customers, whether it be direct mail or an email campaign or table tents on tables or posters in your store. So you'll use the means of communication that you normally use. However, if you don't have any email delivery system, we have created one for you in the promotional email section. We've created a couple of different templates that you can use to promote your campaign, but note, no matter what plan you're on, there is an additional cost to using this promotional email section. It's not that expensive. It's 5 cents per email plus $5 for the blast. So if you don't have any other system that you're using, feel free to use this. But if you are using another platform like MailChimp or Constant Contact or Aweber, please feel free to continue to use those. We also have a button library, so we've created a whole bunch of buttons that you can export as JPEGs and put them onto your site to link to your referral site if you'd like to use them. Those are free. All right, let's go back to the main dashboard. And let's jump right into Manage My Program, because this is where you're going to do most of the setup. And we're going to walk through this pretty linearly. The first place you'll want to go is Program Details. Now, in the Program Details section, you're going to set all the business logic for your campaign. Things like, is your campaign sharing based or purchase based? And what that means is Expect Referrals going to send the customer their reward after they share with a certain number of people or after the customer's friend actually buys something? That's an important piece of information. The second is, how many people must that customer share with or purchase? Then, what are the incentives? We're going to use these as variable fields later, so go ahead and write in what the incentive offer is for the friend and what the customer is going to receive for their reward. Can that customer receive more than one incentive? So in this case, every time one of the customer's friends purchases a 1-week free membership, then that person gets a free personal training session because it's yes. And down here, can you use custom coupon codes? Well, there are individual coupon codes in each of the emails that our system automatically generates. And if you'd like to use your own, then you'd want to click yes. And last but not least, is your system multi-tiered? Well, you can create a different reward for your customer based on levels of participation. For example, share with one person and get 10% off your next order, share with 3 people and get 20% off your next order, share with 10 people and get 50% off your next order. If you'd like to set up multi-tiered incentives, then you would click yes. Come on down to the bottom and click save. If you want to link to your Facebook URL, then you go ahead and put that information in here. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and close that. Now we have 2 design modes for the 4-page website. The quick setup, you can actually set this up in about 5 minutes. You choose which of these designs that you like. Let's actually open one of them. And all you're really going to be able to do is upload your logo and change the text that's in this section right here to coincide with the campaign that you're doing. The rest of the site is completely created for you on the fly. And you'll put in settings for your campaign, and you'll put in the subject lines for your email. But once you're done, that's it. You're pretty much set up and ready to go. So if you want to do something really quick, this is the way to do it. If you need something a little more customized, which most of our clients are doing, then we're going to go to the custom setup. Now in the custom setup, you're actually going to create each one of these 4 pages that we saw in the Fusion Gym experience individually, as well as the email that goes to the friend and the email that goes back to the customer. The editing tools are the same for each of the pages, so let's just look at one just to kind of get an overview. First you're going to do is you're going to choose a theme. You're going to look for a look that you like, and once you have that look, then you choose it, so you see the green aura around it. Then click Customize. And as you'll see, the page is divided up into sections. We call them containers. And they're divided up by these little gray dotted lines. There's image containers and there's text containers. Wherever you see these dotted lines, those are areas that you can customize. And they're pretty much all over the place. To customize an image container, we come over here to the little pencil, click the Edit button, and it brings your editing tools up to the top of the screen. You can upload a new image, and we accept just about every kind of image there is, up to 2 megabytes in size, although you really don't need anything that big for a website, and you have 15 megs of storage. Once you upload an image, it gets put into your image gallery, and you can swap out those images as much as you'd like. You can also edit those images right here in the platform. You can change the dimension, you can change the alignment, you can add a mat around it. You can put a background color behind it if your image is a transparency. You can put a border around it. And you can tag your image, give it some descriptive text, or you can link it to an external URL if you choose. When you're done with all that, you click Save Changes, and whatever image you see here, if that's the one you want to use, click the Save button and it automatically puts it into the container. All the changes that you've made are in the container. They don't end up in your image gallery so that you don't waste space. Now the text containers work pretty much the same. Click the pencil, and again our editing tools come up here. Highlight the text and you can format it any way you'd like. You can change the font. You can change the size. You can spell check it. You can also open up the box in HTML code so that you can customize even further if you know how to write code, or you can delete this code and you can put in external code like a YouTube video. You can link any text to an external URL, change the colors, or you can use variables. Now, if you click variables, you'll see that there's a drop-down box of different variable fields. These are pieces of data that are currently available on the page that you're on that you can customize or personalize your text with. So every time you see a referral incentive offer, if you don't want to type out your entire referral incentive offer, you would just click that, click submit, and it'll pop it in. Keep in mind that again, in the preview mode, you'll only see the variable field, but once you click live, you'll actually see the data populate. So that's how we use the template editor. And again, you're going to do that for each one of the pages, as well as the two emails, the one that goes to the friend with your offer, and the one that goes back to the customer with their reward. Only with the emails, you have an extra tab, which is the settings tab, where you can write your own subject line, who it's from, the email address it's from, who you want emails to reply to, and a permission message. We have one up at the top. You can either keep that there or you can remove that and just have the little one that's at the bottom. You can send yourself an email test at any time. All right, let's go ahead and close our custom setup, and let's pop over to social setup real quick. So this is when your customers are sharing your offer on their Facebook or Twitter. Remember that page that we went to? Well, you need to customize that page. So again, just like the editor we just saw, each of the sections are divided up by little dotted lines. You'll go ahead and open it up and do your thing. Customize it. Make sure that this one's a little bit more descriptive about who you are and what you're offering, because usually people don't really know much about you when they get to this spot, because all they've seen is this post. Here in the settings tab, you're going to write the post that will appear on your customer's Facebook or Twitter page, along with a unique URL, which is automatically placed. And the customer's friend will click that link, get to this page, and you'll want to make a compelling reason why they want to give you their email address and get your offer. All right, that's our social setup. Let's go ahead over to mobile. So I told you that there are 3 different customer interfaces that we have available. The first one is the referral site, which we've seen. The second one is the mobile site. Now, the mobile site isn't really any different than the custom website. It's just designed so that it looks the best on a smartphone. But there's very little for you to do to customize this. You put your logo in. You can change the background color. Let's go ahead and make it pink. Click Save and Refresh, and it'll show you over here what it will look like. It's populating the text from these variables right here, and the process is pretty much the same. Somebody gets to this page, they click Sign Up, they put in their information, and so on and so forth. You don't have to worry about a different URL. If someone types in your URL, like fusiongym3.irecommendafriend on a smartphone, Expect Referrals will recognize that it's a smartphone and automatically use this look. We also give you a QR code. This QR code does link to your referral site, your mobile referral site. So if you'd like to put that on table tents or posters or business cards, just click Download QR code, and it's going to export the JPEG of your QR code for you. All right, and that's how we set up the mobile. Let's go ahead and close that. Pretty simple. Last but not least, we've got custom form fields. As you saw when we went through the process, we asked our customers, do you do Zumba? Well, that is a field that we added, and we enabled it, meaning that we see it on the screen, but we did not require it. So if you have a question that you want to ask how long have you been a customer? And you have a choice of which of the answer fields you'd like. Let's go ahead and make that one enabled and required. Click Save, and automatically that field is captured. Any fields that you create in both the customer sign up as well as the sharing information gets captured and placed in your reporting section so that you can view it at any time. All right, we'll go ahead and close here. We're going to pop over here to the add-ons. So an add-on is what we call a referral plugin. So let's just say that you prefer not to send people to a Expect Referrals referral site, fusiongym3.irecommendafriend.com, and you'd prefer to just have them go to your website. We've got a plugin that you can use and put a piece of code on your site so that people can actually just do the process here in this box, and all of the data is captured and automated just the way they would be if they went to the referral site. So again, you're going to customize this box. You can decide the width you'd like. You can change the color. Let's just do that just because that's an easy thing to do to see how it works. And click Save and Refresh, and we just made it yellow. You can change the font. You can create a headline. And when you have your box looking exactly as you want, someone clicks Sign Up Now. They'll see the Sign Up Now page. Here's that custom form field that we added. How long have you been a customer? Next, they've got the sharing page. And then they have the social media sharing. And if you want to put that on your website, just come on down here, click Generate Code, put this code on your website, and boom, you're done. If you have any questions whatsoever on how to do that, just click the Read the Instructions PDF, and we walk you through the process step by step. All right, let's come on over to the View Reports, because it's all about the reporting. You can set this program up and forget about it. Just promote, promote, promote. And as your customers go to your site or go to your plugin and refer and share with their friends and family, we are capturing all that data. And here's where you can learn what's going on. You've got real-time statistics that are showing you how your campaign's doing. And of course, up here, you can export all the results. And we've divided up the reports in some smaller chunks so that you can get just what you need. You've got a report just about the customers that signed up. You've got a referral report, which actually will show who was referred, who by, which way, and what their coupon code was. We've got an unsubscribed report, so anybody who does click unsubscribe, you'll want to export that regularly and unsubscribe them from other communications. Redeemed coupons, which we're going to get to in a second, what a redeemed coupon is. And customer rewards. This is a great report. This is only the customers that have actually reached or exceeded the goal that you've set for them to receive their incentive. So why this is good? Let's say you want to give a reward that something is tangible, like cash or a t-shirt or something like that that you have to send after the fact. Instead of scrolling through all these other reports, you just come to customer rewards, you click by date so that you know in what time frame you want to send, click export, and it'll give you the information that you've captured about the customers that are to get those incentives. And one last thing about as far as reports go, if you are either doing this for a client, if you're an agency or a consultant, or if you have a large team and you want to be able to show the reporting but not necessarily give people access to the Expect Referrals account, then up here we've got a report only access. So we're going to click this button, and I've already set this up for Fusion Gym. But as you can see, you can create a report only access on a completely separate page. You'll choose the site name, and it's .myreferralreport.com, so you would put something here, a name of your company. You can even upload your logo so that when someone goes to that page, it's very personal. It's got your brand to it. And you can set user permissions by putting in an email address and a password, and so that people can log in directly and just see the reports. It looks like this. Click View Page. Here's what the page looks like. Here's the Fusion Gym logo. Now I've set this email address up as access. Click Login, and here we go. So here is the Fusion Gym logo. Here are all the reports that we saw that we can export. Here are all the same real-time statistics, but as you can see, they cannot view the Expect Referrals dashboard that you have access to at all. They can only see the reports. All right, let's go back in here, close this out. And last but not least, I want to go over the coupon codes. So in the coupon code section, I'm going to click where do I find this? On every email that gets sent out, whether it's to the customer or back to the friend, there is a barcode and a reference number. That's a 7-digit unique code that is essentially a tracking number. If you'd like to track the coupons that are actually used in your store or location from this campaign, you can take this code, put it into this section, click Submit, and it will keep track of the coupon codes that are used. This is a great way to see what the ROI is of your campaign, to see how it's doing. Are you making money? If you've got another way of tracking it in your own system, that's great. But I will tell you that if you want to use the purchase-based system, meaning that the customer only receives an email from Expect Referrals after a friend of theirs purchases, this is how we know that they've purchased. By you putting in the coupon code of the friend into this section, clicking submit, and when that happens, it will automatically kick off the email back to the customer if they have completed the amount of purchases that you've told them they needed to get their reward. Now, let's say you wanted to use this feature but weren't comfortable using one of our randomly selected coupon codes. Not a problem. We have upload coupon codes that you can use to put your own custom coupon codes in. Now, let me be clear. This is not one generic code for every customer who's getting the offer in your campaign. You can put that coupon code in the body copy of the email. This is an individual coupon code that every single customer and referral will have on their email to use as a tracking system. So if your POS systems can generate those kinds of codes that you can then anticipate them when they're being used, then this is for you. You've got you can download the example file so that you can see exactly how to upload your spreadsheet, and you upload here and it will show you how many codes you have left. And we also do send you a message when you have 10 coupon codes left so that you know that you can go in and upload more. And that's pretty much it. If you have any further questions or if you got lost in any part of this, please feel free to give us a call at 888-850-8207. We can schedule a live tour, or you can click the Ask Us button and you can just send your question in and someone will get back to you as quick as possible.